Hello, how's it going? So today I've got a bit of free time and I've got some things to do around the garden. Done quite a bit already this morning. Got my hair cut, washed the van, done the front lawn, back lawn, all the gardening. So now I've got a bit of time to play really, do some repair work and some bits that I want to get ready for the summer. So I will take you on a little journey with me on the things I'm going to do to repair, and I hope you enjoy it. So here we have a car. I haven't really shown it on my YouTube channel a lot. I've done it once starting my old van when it broke down because of the battery on it, but we got this for free and it was horrible. And before I did a YouTube channel, I absolutely stripped it down, cleaned it, took it all apart, got it all working, and I bought a little battery, and honestly the battery didn't last 5 minutes and it was rubbish. So I thought, what better, got this car battery for like 27 quid on discount. And it's, well, I never have to charge it, it's always fully charged. So today I'm going to put the proper battery mounts on it. My other half picked it up from the steering wheel and snapped it off, so I've got to sort that out. And obviously it's a bit heavy at the back, so I'm going to put some sort of supporting wheel at the back just to support this battery. But the good thing about it is it's all controlled with remote control. And yeah, it's going to get it ready for the little one for the summer. So I'm going to get on with that. I've got a few other bits to do in the man cave today as well, and thought I'd fire that up for the first time this year. So that's pretty good. That was, well, basically rubbish in a skip, and I made it all up, so I like that. I'll take you in and show you what else I'm doing. Here we go to my very, very, very dusty man cave because of all the woodwork that I'm doing. But this is another thing. My mate at work was like, oh, I broke my dad's grinder, I want to give it back, but I need to fix it. I was like, don't sweat, I'll do it for you. What he done was, he's obviously put it down and chopped through the lead. So I have an absolute plethora of wire that I can't even pick up. That's in this bag. Well, old wash bin actually. It is super heavy. So I'm sure I'm going to have a wire in there to fit that, so I'm doing that as well. Gone to find the special battery connectors that I bought and I've put somewhere. I do not have a clue where it is, but I do keep a lot of crap. As you can see, I've got these pots. See, I don't even know what's in these pots. Oh, old keys and, well, car keys and stuff like that. What's the next one? It's hard with two hands. There we go. My air compressor bits. The thing with these, they're great, but you don't know what's in them, and you soon forget what things you are hiding. I'll try and open this one. More compressor fittings and all sorts in there. That's not going to be any good. Oh, and I have some stones. Now, I think my little one picked these up and I kept a few. Just because they stood out. They're probably not worth a great lot or stuff, but there is some interesting ones here. That I think is just a piece of flint. My little one picked that one up, but then there's a hole through this one that I kind of liked. You don't see many of them. That one to me looks like a bone. I don't know if it's a fossil. It's probably not. It's just probably flint. This one looks pretty cool. That's some sort of stone, I'm pretty sure. And this one's got a hole in the middle of it. And I like the look of that one. But pretty useless really. I don't know why I keep these. But I like the pattern in that. A load of junk. So I'm going to continue looking through all of this to try and find it. And hopefully I'll be back soon. There we go. After about 20 minutes of me forgetting where I put them, I find them. So these are basically quick release, so that he can't touch them. I know 12 volt isn't going to do much, but you never know if he picks up something metal and shorts it out. So these, I can't do it with one hand, bear with. So after smashing my finger up, you stick it in, push it down, and then you push down and it clamps. So I think they're pretty good. So I'm going to install them and I'm going to fix that broken steering wheel. It's too big to be bought in here, so let's go outside. It's nice weather anyway and crack on with it. And there we go. So basically you stick it on the terminal, so it's in like that. I don't know if you can't see my screen because of the sun. And then you push down and it should clip. There you go, like that. And now it's literally solid. I can't even move it. So I think that's a pretty good safety feature to have on this, instead of just using the old Jubilee clips. There's only a couple of quid off Amazon. Push it up and it slides off. And yeah, it does bite in pretty well. So let's get on with that. And obviously fixing this, yeah, she picked it up like I said, and you can see clearly snapped them all off. So I might unconnect that, unbolt it. Oh, sorry, unconnect that wire, unbolt it, and try and bolt that to this. We'll do that actually inside. I think that'd be much better, because I'll have to take this apart. But this thing is awesome. Let me power it on, get a bit of power to it. Makes a funky noise. I've put this little switch in here so he can have LEDs underneath, which is awesome. And he's got like the gear forward and reverse, and if you put that, you can hear it wants to go back. He can obviously steer it, and I can steer it and stop it as well, because I have a control for safety. So if he heads into the road or somewhere he shouldn't, I can literally hit the button and it kills it, which is really good as well. Also got a radio, and it's got all buttons on here. Obviously I can't play it because of the old strike, but right, there you go. Let's turn that off. I don't want to get to strike. And I think he's got a horn as well. And all lights and stuff. It's pretty awesome, really. So yeah, let's crack on. Where did Mummy break it then?
Mummy broke it.
Did she break this?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to fix it, aren't I? Yeah. I got it. So this bit has snapped from here with the screws. So I'm gonna have to figure a way. I could probably just glue it. And obviously that ring compresses inside and keeps this solid. So I'm gonna have to take all these screws out and go from there. Right, there you go. Screws are out, and we lift this off. And that's what's snapped with the screws that holds that on, which is a bit of a bugger. So I've got to somehow put this onto here. So I could glue it, but I don't think that will work. Bless the little one, he wants it now. He's come home and he's seen it. So I've got to work out what way it's snapped per se. I think there, that's it. So that's snapped to there like that. So guessing it goes in like that, and then like that. So I'm thinking, I've got some long bolts, really thin, small ones. Maybe I could take the screw out, go straight through to the back of this and bolt it, and also put some glue there as well, and then it will never come undone. And I don't think I'm going to need to take this off, because if I do, I could just take it off as it is like that. So I think that's the thing. So I'm going to take these out, go find some bolts that are in my collection, and go from there. Right, so in all my little pots I have found these two, which is great. So I think these are going to work pretty well. Focus. Really thin nuts and bolts. And a selection of little nuts. Sorry, the camera cannot focus on this for love or money. There we go. So they just fit. They're a little loose, but you can't pull them off. So if I put two on with a bit of Loctite, I think that's going to work. So we're going to do that. So what I'm going to work out is how I'm going to do it. I think the easiest way is to go straight through that, where that used to be, and then put it, this is a spacer, which I think I'm going to have to drill on because that is pretty oh, they're a flathead. Look at that. Bugger. Let's go find a little flat bit. A little flat bit is found. This is probably where I'm going to cut myself because I hate flat bits. Okay, Poppet, I'll be out in a minute. It's not working, so I'm going to put this in the vise and get back to you. And there we go. It's actually worked pretty well. Yeah, don't touch that because that's red hot and that's just burnt me. But yeah, I'm going to do that for all of them. And then hopefully I can put a hole through here and then bolt it on. And that should work. Right, so I've managed to get these through with them. I've drilled the holes. Well, hopefully they will go through. So we need to drop, well, I need to drop this into here. And then get it all lined up with this, making sure that's that way. And now it's just trying to get it all lined up. So I won't bore you with that process either. What I've done is heated the bolt up very slightly and pushed it into the plastic. It hasn't gone through, but it's just enough so it lines up with the hole. And how I'm heating it is just with my soldering iron and sticking it on the tip. If you can see, it's not going to focus. Anyway, you get the picture. Do that, stick it on there. So I'll do that and get back to you. Right, and there you go. It was a success. The bolts are in and it is stronger than what it will do. It was definitely stronger than what it was. So all we've got to do now is put it back together. Just like that. And there we go. Simple fix. And you wouldn't know if you didn't look there that it was fixed. It was broke before. So let's go and install it. Right, so steering wheel's all fixed, as you can see. It's all back on. Now we're going to do something with the battery. The battery's pushing this down too much and it's causing this tyre here to rub. So I've already got a plate installed and I cut this out to take this big battery. So what I'm going to do is I've got one of these feet off an old bath. I'm going to screw that to the underneath of this to put pressure up there. There's a couple of bolts and washers, and then I'm going to fix it to this so you can see what I mean. And there we go. So I'm going to drill a hole through there, put this on so then I can have direct pressure pushing down onto this bottom piece, and then put maybe a wheel here, like a full fifth wheel, just to take some of that weight of the battery because it is heavy. I'm obviously going to cut this down, put it through here, and it's gone through, if you can see, through there. And now that thing is here, like the mushroom thing, so now that's given a good bit of support for that battery, because over time it has, where are we, there, it has cracked it. Right, there you go. I've put Loctite on, I've cut it, and in there you should be able to see where my finger is here, bolt coming up. So that's now supporting the weight of the battery, and I've put 2 tapping screws in just to hold it in place, but it's not pushing all this out of shape. And I've got a little tow bar on it. There we go. Right, so I've got that fixed. Like I said, I've done that, so now there's a nice bit of weight distribution. Now putting these on to wire it all up, but I've noticed this one is a lot fatter than this one, so I'm going to file it down, and I'm positive that's the case, because this one just doesn't really go on, and nor does that one, but they both fit on that side absolutely fine. So I'm going to take a file to that and just file it down ever so slightly so it has a nice fit. And there we go. There's the live, the negative, and it's actually going for a 10 amp fuse that's hidden in here as well. And that is a lot safer, so I could disconnect that, take these off and charge the battery. He can't touch them or anything like that. It's all sealed, and there's going to be a plate over this with a voltmeter anyway, so that's gone pretty to plan. There we go. We are nearly done. Just got to put the stuff away now. So I forgot to put the bottom wheel on, so I've just propped it up. Yep, propped it up with the wash hose, and now I've actually bit into the metal with some tapping screws, and that is solid. Now there's direct weight coming from here straight down to that wheel if the suspension bottoms out, so that should stop all of this from bowing out because of the weight. But we are completely done. Happy days. As you can see, I'm doing this with one hand. I am controlling it. He is off skis. Very happy boy. There we go. So I didn't get round to doing the angle grinder, but I will do that probably tomorrow or some other point. But yeah, this was a little bit of an insight of what I got up to today. So if you like it, please like, subscribe and comment, and I'll catch you all soon.